Norse mythology in modern eras has been everywhere, from mangas to anime, and sheesh, even the MCU has picked it up. And if you are thinking, where the hell is Norse mythology in the MCU? What are you on, bro? Are you a caveman or something? Norse mythology has been in games, series, pop culture, just like Greek mythology. And there's one reason why. Elves, dark elves, Frey, the lore. The lore in Norse mythology makes you fall down to your knees, making you beg for more content, and halfway through, you start walking away because the carnival just showed up. That's basically what Norse mythology is. But I mean, we still have elves. But of course, not everything is like a clown fest. And there's this one story. The story of Gerd and Frey. Frey is a mighty handsome Vanir, and that's what the story said. He is noble, a warrior, and a lover? Anyways, he is the brother of Frey. Wait a minute! Even if he is a mighty handsome man with a beautiful sister, he was still missing something in his life, and he doesn't know what it is. The mortals revered Frey. He made the seasons, they said, made the fields fertile and brought forth life from the dead ground. What can't this perfect person not do? The people worshipped Frey, but there's still a deep void in his chest. So he took stock from his possessions, which is a sword that fights by itself! Man, just imagine having to fight Houdini himself. He also had a boar named Goldenbursty, which is pimped out with golden bristles, created by the dwarf Brock and his brother Atri. This boar pulled Frey's chariot like it's from an isekai anime. It could run through air and over water. It can even run faster than the horses in Uma Musume. Basically, this boar is the legendary Pegasus, but it's a pig. But this still doesn't satisfy Frey. He also had a boat called Skid Bloodnir, which is made by 3 dwarfs called the Sons of Ivaldi. It was not the biggest, but it's enough room for a whole college party. And of course, it's OP. You can literally fold it and put it in your pocket like some Yu-Gi-Oh card. Literally outrageous. He must be content now. I mean, he got the most powerful light. He bought a residence in Alfheim. Frey had a servant named Skirnir, and he's a light elf. Never mind, he's a dude. Frey and Skirnir went on a journey to Asgard and walked towards a very big hall called Valhalla, the Great Hall of the Slain. In Odin's Valhalla, there lives Inhirjar, and told Skirnir and Frey that the souls of the men who died nobly was taken by the Valkyries, the warrior woman. Then both Frey and Skirnir heard metal clashing when they were approaching the fields of Valhalla, and saw bloodshed and men lying on the ground dead. Then a voice said, "Enough, the battle is over today." Those who were still standing was healed, and helped move the dead bodies. Bro, what is happening right now? Valhalla was an enormous hall with a whopping 540 doors, and each door can fit one whole village. As they were in the Valhalla, Skirnir asked Frey where the men the warriors were drinking came from, and Frey told him that it's from the goat called Hidrum. And I must say, that must be a really big goat. Wait, it came from a goat? They walked to the high table where Odin is, and literally he looked like he was bored out of his mind. I mean, he's just throwing meat to the ground, giving it to his wolves and 2 ravens. Skirnir asked Frey why he ain't eating, but it turns out Odin just needs to drink wine. Frey's reason coming to Valhalla was because he wanted to know if Odin was in Valhalla, and not in Odin's own hall at the what? I ain't reading that.
Let's go.
Frey then walked into Odin's hall while Skirnir waits, and clambered up on the throne where Odin could see everything across the 9 worlds. Frey looked out across the worlds, trying to find the thing he was looking for. But when he looked through the north, he saw it. The thing he was missing in his life. Frey walked out with an expression Skirnir never seen, then left the place without speaking. After Frey went out of Odin's hall, he became an introvert. He didn't speak to anyone, even Skirnir, not even his own mother and father, and went to his room with a dark face and became a shut-in. He stayed in his room for 3 days without eating or drinking, and made his father, Njord, and Skirnir worried. They thought they angered him, so Skirnir went and did the impossible. He asked Frey what's the problem. Frey told Skirnir that he saw a beautiful woman in the north, and the sight of her filled his world with light. When he looked away, his world became dark and empty. When I was reading this, only one word came up to my head. he became a simp. Skirnir asked who she is, and Frey replied that her parents are both giants, Gymer and Orboda, and the woman's name is Gerd. I got one question though. How did he know their names? Frey, being love-struck, wanted Gerd to be his wife, wanting to do anything just to marry her. So Skirnir accepted Frey's offer to bring Gerd to him, but in exchange, he wants to see his sword. Wrong sword, Jonkies. After Frey took out his sword, Skirnir said, "There is no sword like this." I think something's awakening in me. He examined Frey's sword. Bruh! Skirnir shrugged that if he wishes to bring Gerd to him, the sword has to be his wages. And Frey accepted and gave him his sword and a horse to ride. Who knew that Frey only needed love in his life, am I right? I can't relate though. Skirnir traveled to the north and met with Gerd. Skirnir told her about the wonder and beauty of Frey, and most importantly, his love for her. And Gerd actually accepted his wedding proposal. Ain't that lovely? And so the wedding of Frey will partake in Isleberry, 9 days from now. Skirnir returned to Frey and told him that she accepted, but same Frey said some cheesy lines. Don't know if it's cheesy for y'all though. Here's what he said. "The nights without her in my life last forever. 1 night is so long. 2 nights are even longer. How would I manage to cope with 3 nights? 4 days feel like a month to me, and you expect me to wait 9 days? Mate, come on. Can't you just wait?" On the day of their marriage, they met for the first time and they married in a field of waving barley. Their wedding was blessed and... look, they also had a son. Their son, Fjolnir, went on to become the first king of Sweden. Oh, wait, there's more text. He would drown in a vat of mud late one night, hunting in the darkness for a for a place to piss. The lucky bastard, Skirnir, went back to Alfheim with Frey's sword. Gerd filled Frey's empty void in his life and his heart. Frey also never replaced his sword nor missed it, as he is powerful even with his bare fist. I mean, he killed giant belly with a stag's antler, like bro. All hell Frey, right? I'm done. Oh, wait, there's still more. Even so, he shouldn't have given his sword away. Ragnarok is coming. When the sky splits asunder and the dark powers of Muspel march out on their war journey, Frey will wish he still had his sword. Hey, we're done. This story's good, right? No Clownfest, no weird stories, no Midas. I did ended pretty wholesome. Except for the very last part. Know what that is. But I'm gonna see you next time.